Hi, today's the next video I'm doing on the Niles Steiner synthesis system. Today I'm going to be showing you the triple envelope generator. It's unique to the synthesis system, different than the one found on the Synthicon. A few more features and an extra envelope generator that's just not on that self-contained keyboard system. I've got up here, there's the triple envelope generator. This is an oscilloscope showing pink is the trigger, blue is the third envelope generator, the duration time type, green is the second envelope generator, a duration level type, and the yellow is a duration level type envelope generator as well. The difference between these two is this switch over here, which converts the attack control knob that normally controls the attack rate, turns it into a delay. It's kind of useful if you want to have a delayed trigger on that channel and combine these in different ways. The envelope generator 1, 2, and 3. Envelope generator 1, attack, duration level, decay, and an output level. A switch for the quothen, and a switch for damp, and a switch which combines the output of number 3 with number 1. Quothen is a word Niall made up. I asked him about that once, and he said that he had a client played a Rhodes keyboard, piano, and when he pushed the damp pedal, it made a sound, and Niall said it sounded like this word, quothen. And so he thought that was kind of cool, and developed a function on his envelope generator that he is called quothen. Number 2 is the same as number 1, except it's got this delay or attack switch. Number 3 is different in that instead of a duration level or sustain level, it's got a duration time. And the duration time, it will go up to the maximum level and stay there, either under control of this knob or under control of an external source, this switch here, which means that as long as I hold the key down, it will sustain that maximum sustain level and then decay. So it's pretty useful. The quothen and damp function on all these envelope generators do something a little unique. When you press a key, and if I push a key here with these switches off, you'll see that the envelopes sustain as long as I have the key pressed, except for number 3, and then they decay. If I give it a short trigger, and let's turn up the attack time so you can see this, a short trigger, the envelopes still will rise to the peak before they decay. If I turn on the quothen, you can't hear anything because the VCA is on number 1. Let's put that on number 2. You can see I just barely get a little spike on the envelope generator number 2 where I've got the quothen applied. If I hold it a little longer, you'll see it rises until I release the trigger, and then it decays however I've got the decay knob set. So I can extend that, but it only rises to however long I've held down the key. The damp is similar, except that with the damp applied, it decays almost immediately. It disregards where I've got the decay knob. For the most part, it has a little bit of an effect, but it still decays much more rapidly than if I didn't have the damp switch on. So those are the kind of the unique functions of Niles envelope generator. So let's look at the controls. Pretty standard attack. You can get very short attack times. To very long attack times. pretty useful. The duration level, when I press and hold the key, it will rise and then decay to the level set by the duration level. So I can change that. And then will decay when I release according to the decay knob. Output level just scales the entire output. Number 2 is the same, but when I flip this switch to delay, instead of adjusting the attack time, you'll watch when I push the key, I've got my trigger, but the envelope delays and then rises very rapidly to its sustain level and then follows the same release parameters. For the duration time, if you look at that bottom trace, this blue trace, you'll see that when this is in down, this knob controls the duration time. When I push a key, you'll see that it will go up and stay according to this knob. If I increase that, it sustains and then decays. If I push this key, this switch into external, then it sustains only as long as I have the key pressed. So it's pretty useful for that. Now if I do this, I switch and I combine common 3 with 1, you'll see that I now can combine the output of the duration time with the EG1, or I can do the same with EG2. So watch, you can see that the two envelopes will combine now. Let's make this a little different. Let's turn this duration level down. I'm going to delay, and then you'll be able to see that more clearly, I think. There, you can see that jump in the EG1's output based on the delay and when EG3 comes into play here. So it's pretty useful and pretty interesting to be able to combine these envelopes in that way. So you can get some very interesting and intricate envelopes by combining the outputs and by the controls that Nile has. So that ends the envelope generator. Hope that was useful and instructive. Check out the website and the blog, and you can get more information there. Thanks.